turn back. I had seen some of this video, something at work, but I was like, you know what? We're gonna react to it. We're gonna get our take of it. The most horrifying places in the ocean. 11,034 meters below sea level. Let's go. Re-Universe. Shout out Re-Universe. I know this video almost a year old, but so what? I'm always interested
oceans
about
are so
stuff like this.
that if you dive deeper than 3,500 meters, there's a good chance to discover a new species unknown to science. There's also a good chance you'll find debris and garbage. Oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface. The average depth of the oceans is about 3.7 kilometers. And since light can only penetrate to a depth of 100 meters, darkness reigns deep underwater. Let's push this statement one step further and conclude that since most of the planet is covered by water, it means that most of the Earth exists in total darkness. Water in the oceans account for almost 96% of the Earth's water. The portion of fresh water
I know 95% of the ocean is unexplored.
If the fresh water that flows into the
So if I was you, I wouldn't go in the ocean because you don't know what's out there. Don't believe it. Mariana Trench, honestly, probably not even the deepest point in the ocean. It's probably not. It's probably something even deeper. Who knows?
Ocean is spread over the surface of the ocean, it would have been about 1.25 meters thick. 94% of all life on Earth lives in water. It means that all of us who live on land belong to a very, very small minority.
There is absolutely nothing going on with me romantically.
Great. Can I buy you a drink after this?
I'd like that.
So what mysteries lurk in the depths of the oceans? The deeper we go, the more curious it gets. It seems that we know more about the surface of Mars than about the ocean floor of our planet. What's going on in the deepest places? We didn't know at all, at least until recently. Lack of light and extreme pressure makes this part of the ocean difficult to explore. Today, we're going on a journey into the very depths. We're going to find out what the bottom of the ocean looks like, what it consists of, and what happens there. Who knows what we will find there? We are going to dive deep to the places with most alien conditions.
Bro, what?
What was found in the deepest places of the ocean?
Yeah, let's go.
So, our imaginable submersible sets off. We will make short stops at important marks until we get to the bottom. 40 meters.
If we make it.
It is the maximum depth for pearl collectors diving without any scuba diving equipment. They do it by holding their breath.
I don't understand how people can hold their breath under ocean water. Y'all fucking insane, bro. I don't even know how y'all be scuba diving. Like, bro, it's a suit. This suit is not going to save you from a shark who's hungry, who ain't having the best day. You know what I'm saying?
Below that mark, the increasing pressure of the water forces air to escape the lungs. That is why it is the maximum depth for recreational divers. 200 meters. 90% of all aquatic life exists in the layer of the world's oceans to a depth of 200 meters, because light still somehow manages to penetrate through the water. It creates the conditions for phytoplankton to grow. Its vast biomass feeds small crustaceans. In turn, those are food for fish and large mammals like whales. As we dive deeper, there's less light and less life. We enter the twilight zone. 332 meters. It is the record for deep diving with the scuba diver equipment. No one was able to dive deeper without a bathyscaphe.
But look how dark that water is. Why is these niggas down here, bro? Bro, y'all niggas too bold, bro. Y'all niggas is too brave. I'm sorry, you niggas are too brave. This is crazy. You don't know what could have hit around that corner. Got you just like that, like in the snap of, you know what I'm saying?
565 meters. It is the maximum recorded diving depth of the emperor penguin. Photosynthesis is almost non-existent here.
That penguin got
not
balls.
enough light. Therefore, there is no vegetation. However, we can find a relatively large number of fish. But for most of them, it is no longer the most friendly environment. They do not look here for good life. They go deeper in an attempt to hide from predators. 1,000 meters. It is the end of the twilight zone.
Bro.
There is less than 1% of the sunlight, but the inhabitants learned to emit their own light.
Bro, look at this dude, bro. Would y'all eat that? Huh?
Playing a game, you on the phone?
No, I was watching this vid.
Oh, you watching that vid?
Yeah.
You want to give some money away?
I ain't got no money.
You didn't ask me how much. I'm just helping you, grandma, man. That's all. How you ain't got no money?
Helping some other folks.
I'm nosing that. Who you helping?
Oh, we're live right now.
Huh?
This is live recording.
I'll let them before you go to bed. Yeah, I'll let them before you
Don't mind that. Nobody minds it at all. You ain't hear nothing. Y'all ain't hear nothing. I'm broke.
They use bioluminescent chemical reactions to
Nah, would y'all eat this fish though? Would y'all eat? Y'all eat fish. Y'all eat fish. So answer the question. Would y'all eat that?
attract prey or deter predators. Up to a depth of 1,000 meters, there are siphonophores. They are the closest relatives of jellyfish. They live in colonies, clustered around a long
Like, look
tube.
how this looks.
It serves as their common digestive system. As we go deeper, life forms become more bizarre and alien. 1,027 meters. It is a record of a military submarine dive. As we continue the dive, we enter a midnight zone where total darkness reigns.
Huh? See, guys, no more. The next person come in this room, I am pulling it out. What I'm talking about, absolutely nothing. So I got you guys. No, I'm just yerping. But anyway, no, alright. Military. Bro, this is why you don't join the Navy. The Navy is most likely the people who be in the water. And they doing like this, bro. I don't ever want to go this deep in there. We're at the end of Twilight Zone. Bro, get me on top of something now. Get me to land now. If I'm a soldier, that's what I'm saying. Get me up now. It's over. Like, I don't know what I'd do. Like, bro, I would be heated, bro. Like,
We enter a midnight zone
Bro,
where
look at this,
total
bro.
darkness reigns.
bro,
Food
you
is
can't even see out the
extremely
window.
scarce.
Imagine you just look out the window on screen, like, bro, you literally can see there's a big old eyeball. You got like, up, send me up
And
now.
ocean life is
You know what I'm saying?
forced
Like,
to
bro.
conserve energy.
But like, look at this,
Most
bro.
animals do not hunt actively, but drift and collect sea snow, microparticles of dead fish remains, plant, feces, dust, and sand.
What if buildings could tell you how they could be more
On
efficient?
them cruises, where do all the poop go? Or where all the pee go? I'm curious now.
I'm listening.
Well, with IBM, you can use some.
That's interesting.
2,200 meters. It is the depth to
Why
which
do y'all go on cruises, first of all, bro? Do you not understand 95% of the ocean is unexplored, bro? Why y'all? Why? Why y'all don't listen? Like, to anybody who go on cruise, I don't wish nothing better. I'm just saying, bro. Like, for 95% of the ocean not to be unexplored, I don't know if I want to be in the middle of nowhere. I don't care. I don't care, bro. We don't know what's in the water.
giant octopuses and even more giant sperm whales
Like, bro,
dive.
do you not
Sometimes
hear
they
this shit, bro?
even fight deadly battles at the depth. We can also find the anglerfish with a luminescent fin ray to
Hold
lure
on, how low? Nah, we ain't got
other fish.
I said just
For
200.
its prey, a glowing bait looks like a juicy food. In fact, the luminescence comes from symbiotic bacteria. 6,100 meters.
Bro, clearly he didn't say. I don't know what the last one was, but
It is the depth at which transcontinental internet cables are laid on the ocean floor. More than 90% of ocean is about 6,000 meters deep. It is considered the conditional bottom of the ocean. However, there are
damn, bro, how the fuck the laptop just die fast as hell? Like, what the fuck? That shit was just on full and now it's dead, bro. Like, bro. Oh, yo, bro. Oh. Hey, man, too many disruptions, bro. One more disruption, bro. You getting kicked out of class. You going straight to the principal's office. Alright, we good, y'all. Brighten back up. Thank you. Brighten back up. Alright, let's go.
many places where the ocean sinks below its own floor, much deeper. We're talking about the famous ocean places. Let us visit the deepest and most famous one.
The Mariana Trench, yeah.
The Mariana Trench is on the border of two lithospheric plates. It was formed due to subduction, submergence of one plate under the other. The Pacific Plate under the Philippine Plate. It was formed in
Bro,
its
I feel like there's something deeper than the Mariana. I don't think the Mariana Trench is
present
deep.
form relatively recently, about 180 million years ago. At that time, the first mammals already existed on land.
Bro,
Contrary
what is
to
that?
misconceptions, the Mariana Trench is not a hole in the seabed, but a huge formation, 2,542 kilometers, more than 5 times the length of the famous Grand Canyon in the United States. It is also relatively narrow, averaging about 70 kilometers. With such dimensions, it is not surprising that there are several deepest places, more than 10,000 meters deep. The Challenger Abyss is the most famous. It is located in the southwestern part of the trench, 340 kilometers from the island of Guam. According to various data, its maximum depth ranges from 10,028 meters to 11,034 meters below sea level. The second deepest place in the ocean is also in the Mariana Trench. This is the Siren Abyss, 200 kilometers east of the Challenger Abyss. Its maximum depth is slightly less, 10,809 meters. Interestingly, the deepest place is not the nearest place to the center of the Earth.
But look how deep this is, bro. Like you see how the camera just going deep and it's like just instant darkness around it beside that little light, bro. Like that's the light you just want to follow around. You don't even go, bro. I don't even know what I don't even care. You could put me in the most safest. I'm talking about, guarantee you, God Himself. God forgive me, but you get what I'm going with this. He can literally say, "Hey, this is the." I guarantee you, I wouldn't even this is the safest submarine ever. You can go literally to the bottom, the bed of the Mariana Trench. Nothing that happens. Like I said, this is the safest submarine. And somehow I still shit myself. I just can't do it, bro. I don't know what's in the water. Like I said, we in the safest submarine, bro. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't. I don't know what's that. I don't want to see nothing shouldn't be seeing. I don't know.
Earth. Our planet is not perfectly spherical, but slightly flattened at the poles. Because the planet bulges along the equator, the radius at the poles is about 25 kilometers less than the radius at the equator. Therefore, the Arctic Ocean seafloor is closer to the center of the Earth than the bottom of the Challenger Abyss.
This is how you order all this delivery food for cheap. At least
Fine, guys. Volcanoes and surfer lakes.
Because of its enormous scale, the Mariana Trench has a special environment with some dramatic variations in conditions. For example, at its very top, At a depth of only 414 meters, there is the Daikoku volcano. You can observe a rare phenomenon, a lake of pure molten sulfur underwater. The black substance boils at a temperature of 187 degrees Celsius. There is an even more amazing place. It is called Black Smokers. These are hydrothermal springs at a depth of about 1,600 meters, which shoot out highly mineralized water under pressure of hundreds of atmospheres, with a temperature of up to 450 degrees Celsius. According to the hypothesis, 1 billion years ago, the Black Smokers became the cradle of life in the ocean. As for the existence of life in the Mariana Trench, for a long time, scientists...
Bro, so do y'all think the water is hot down there or cold? What would y'all say? Y'all think it's like warm like a hot tub? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Believed that it is possible only at relatively shallow depths. The high pressure at
I'm
the
not
very
good at the
bottom
Celsius.
of the
I'm good at the
Challenger
degrees,
abyss
though.
and the temperature of about 1 degree were considered hostile conditions for any life.
Oh, well, shit. Never mind. Just found out.
About 1 degree were considered hostile conditions for any life. However, the first manned expeditions proved otherwise. 2 Americans, Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh, were the first people to visit the Challenger Abyss in 1960. They descended to 10,918 meters in 5 hours on the deep-diving research bathyscaphe Trieste.
5 hours.
At this mark, the explorers spent 20 minutes and saw almost nothing because of the clouds of silt raised by the apparatus. However, they spotted a flat fish in the beam of the searchlight. It was a scientific sensation that they found signs of life at such depth. However, the mere spotting of fish was inconclusive, and the scientific
I
community...
heard once that if the fish goes to the top, they gonna die instantly. It's like reverse for them.
braced itself
You know what I'm
for
saying?
years of waiting for
Think
the
they
next
explode due
expeditions.
to like its body and
Wait
stuff.
till March 24th, 1995. On that day, a Japanese probe Kaiko was lowered to the maximum depth of the depression and recorded a level of 10,911.4 meters. It also brought back samples of silt where scientists discovered microscopic living creatures. Foraminifera are single-celled organisms with a mineral skeleton. In July 2011, another research expedition used special models, drop cams equipped with digital video cameras and powerful flashlights, to explore the deepest places of the ocean. The most impressive find was a gigantic foraminifera. It was huge for single-celled organisms, over 10 centimeters in size. The next expedition was taken in 2012 by Hollywood filmmaker James Cameron on the one-person human-occupied vehicle Deep Sea Challenger. Later, scientists found about 200 species of invertebrates in soil samples brought back. Finally, in December 2014, another expedition reached a depth of 8,145 meters and found complex multicellular organisms.
Bro, I thought somebody completed it, man. I thought at least one person completed it. Nobody completed it. It's getting less and less. I mean, maybe we should just not worry about it, right? No, we gotta figure out what's going on down there.
Previously unknown fish, which looked like snailfish. The fish is considered the record holder for deep water. There are no other fish there except snailfish. The good news is that that species has no natural enemies at this depth. Now, let's go almost to the opposite side of the globe to look into another interesting oceanic depression.
Oh, Puerto Rican Trench. Oh, let's go.
The Puerto Rican Trench is located on the boundary between the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean on the site of a geological pit.
Okay.
It is the deepest depression in the Atlantic. Its lowest point is at 8,376 meters. It is called the Milwaukee Depth, in honor of the U.S. Navy ship Milwaukee.
Okay. That was interesting. They could just put the extra E, right? That's interesting. That's very interesting, man.
The ship that first found it. The notorious geographical discovery was made on February 14, 1939, but the exact depth was not measured until 2018. It was found by state of... was
What year?
not measured until
What year?
1939,
Damn, bro.
but the
It took
exact depth was
over
not
100
measured
years to
until 2018. It was
decide, hey,
found
let's go
by
check it out.
state-of-the-art equipment. The
But I understand the equipment wasn't good at the time.
multi-beam sonar. Later, a retired U.S. Navy officer turned private equity investor Victor Vescovo completed a first manned dive on the roster into the Puerto Rico Trench, the deepest point at the Atlantic Ocean, on December 19, 2018. Like many other deep places in the ocean, it is a very turbulent place geologically. Seismic activity has already had catastrophic consequences for the neighboring islands, especially the island of Puerto Rico. On October 11, 1918, due to a 7-point earthquake, a tsunami wave struck the west coast of the island. More than 100 people were killed, and the damage amounted to tens of millions of dollars. Some geoscientists believe in the possibility of a powerful volcanic eruption in the near future, which in turn will cause a disaster. There is a geological anomaly associated with the Puerto Rican Trench. According to NASA, there is a super dense geological formation under the trench. It is so dense that it has an increased gravitational impact on the ocean's surface, causing it to subside slightly. It explains a negative impact on the accuracy of navigation devices.
That's
The fauna
crazy.
of the trough is
Bro, look at this, bro. This is why I say you can't go on, bro. Stuff like this, bro. Like that is, bro. I understand spider crabs, but this is like this is a sea spider, bro. Like look at it, bro. It just bro. Like imagine you wake up and and it's on your face. You know, it's like come on, bro. Like
fascinating. In 2012, a robotic bathyscaphe descended to the bottom of the trough and photographed a swarm of amphipods, small crustaceans. They were caught and brought to the surface for analysis. The same expedition video recorded invertebrate creatures, which in no way should be here. Later, Dr. Staspo Liu of the Woods Hole Oceanic Institution identified one by its soft, dark carcass length of 10 to 20 centimeters. It turned out to be a sea cucumber of the genus Peniagon. He also
that's plain. Y'all know the plain and dog off SpongeBob. That's what that is.
recognized a representative of the crustacean family, Monopsidae, in another
Bro.
creature.
Like look at this,
The
bro. Like
fact of their existence
bro,
at such extreme depths
No, bro.
forced scientists to make serious adjustments to the theories about the survival of species.
Oh, what's the oldest animal that's dead out?
Your skin, my guy. It's not even that hard.
Oh my god!
No.
Oh, we got another trench?
Now,
Hold on.
let's
Whoa.
look into the Kermadec Trench in the Pacific Ocean. It is as gigantic a deep water trough in the Pacific as the Mariana Trench in the Atlantic. It is located at the eastern foot
It's a
of the
trench in every
Kermadec
ocean,
Islands and connects to the Tonga Trench in the north. Its length is about 1,200 kilometers. It was discovered in 1889 by an expedition of the British ship Penguin. The depth is
How
also
do y'all even be able to tell? Yeah, we're just gonna look in the water. Oh yeah, look at this long line. A trench. How is it possible for me in this type of year to see it like this and notice it and pinpoint it? I'm not human at that point. Like, bro,
so only
what?
slightly less than the Mariana Trench, 10,047 meters. The trench is interesting with its specific animal species discovered by research expeditions. For example, in 2012, the amphipods Alicella gigantea were found at the bottom of the depression. Their size puzzled and confounded scientists. They were up to 34 centimeters long, while most of the crustaceans found elsewhere are much smaller, about 2 centimeters long. The gigantic size is a paradox resulting from extreme living conditions at great depths. Deep-sea fish of the Liparian family were also found in the trench. To be more precise, it is a special biological species, Nodoleparus kermidescensis. It is the second deepest fish with a very narrow range of depths, from 6,472 to 7,561 meters. The discovery of the pearlfish in the Kermadec Trench caused a sensation. It was found at a depth of 80.
Bro, that fish is no, bro. Like, bro, no.
200 to
Absolutely
8,300 meters. It was an unusual find because the pearlfish live much closer to the
Hey,
surface.
look at this. Like, look at it, bro.
1,800 to 2,000 meters
It's a snake at that
deep. How
point.
these creatures got to extreme depths and survived remains to be explained. Our story covered only a few pages from the book in exploring the deepest ocean places. As technological capabilities develop, more and more dives take place. In 2020, as many as 6 manned expeditions took place to the Mariana
Ugh,
Trench.
bro, this is gross.
So, we can hope and wait for more amazing discoveries.
Bro, I need a nap, low key, bro. But yeah, bro. Not gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The ocean still too unexplored. There's some stuff down there that we don't know about, but they probably ain't trying to say it. But hey, that's gonna do it for the vid.